So locator technique is what? What is locator? Locator is basically a property which you have to get out from your web application. Okay, you have to make them out from your web application so that you can use it and put it in your code and you can go ahead and interact with it. Okay, so locator will be like a tool. It will be a web tool which will be helping you in achieving it, in finding a property. Like in Firefox, you saw, right, when I right click on it, the Firefox is now, they have started providing a support for developer toolbars. This window is called developer toolbar, Firefox developer toolbar. Okay, so it is helping me in finding the property. I want to find the property of this all post. I'll right click on it. It will take me to that location and I can do it. Same way I can do with Chrome also. I can right click on this link, inspect element. So all browsers, Internet Explorer, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, all are providing support for Selenium. So they have started providing developer toolbar options. So even if you guys can look into your browser, you can right click, you will get an option to inspect an element. Okay, why it is coming like this? Let me check. Okay, now it is coming here. So if I'll right click on this plus sign and inspect element, it will take me to, let me minimize, I'm having so many windows. Let me close this and one second friends, I have so many windows opened in my system. Okay, so we'll say this link, blog. Okay, I'll right click on it and I'll say inspect element. So it has taken me to a location blog. Okay, so what property I can take? I can take href property, or I can take a text property. The text is what? Blog. Okay, so for any browser, you can go to Internet Explorer. I'll go to Google. So these are called developer toolbars. These are called locators. The other word is developer toolbars. So with the help of locators, with the help of developer toolbars, you can find the property of the web object. So if I'll right click here, it's not coming. Okay, so for Internet Explorer, what you have to do, in tools you have an option called toolbar. Let me check. Okay, here it is, developer toolbar. See, first time I just formatted my system 2 days or 3 before starting the session. Only you saw, right, it was giving me a pop-up message. I didn't open IE till now. Okay, but I was very sure that I'll go to tools, I'll get developer toolbar. Okay, because the browsers are providing this option these days. All browsers are providing an option to interact with the browser. So they are providing a developer toolbar so that you can interact with the browser. So it is coming a new window. I'll pin to my window back. 1 second. It's coming. So you can see a cursor here. I'll use this. I'll click on it and it will take me to this location. And I can, so right now I'm not going what property it is, but right now I'm explaining about the developer toolbar, what all the options you have to interact with your browser. So in IE you have IE developer toolbar, you have other way also. You can press F12 for any of your browser, you will get the developer toolbar. So I'll press F12 now, it will go. If I'll press F12, it will come. Alright, it has not come. 1 second. Yeah, it has come. Again I'll press F12, it will go. Again I'll press F12, it will come. Okay, same way for Firefox also. I'll press F12, it will go. I'll press F12, it will come. That's a shortcut. Okay, for Chrome also. I'll press F12, it will go. I'll press F12, it will come. So for most of the browsers, still not coming. Yeah, maybe it was slow that time. Okay, I was pressing F12 continuously. Let me press it F12 again. It will go. I pressed again. Okay, yeah, it has come. See, I'll press F12 again, it will go, and I'll press 12 again. I'm leaving it. Maybe it is slow, it's taking time to come. So that's what about the developer toolbar. Okay, then we'll jump into, okay, let me go back to the slide first. Okay, 1 second. So that was about the locator and developer toolbar. Okay, so each browser has its own plugin. You can use that and get you can interact with it. Okay, so you can find the property of the text box, drop down, image, button, checkbox, radio button, header, footer, links, all the properties you can find. Okay, we'll see few more things. I'll right click on, we saw here, right, an option, screen options. I'll right click on this categories and no, this time I'll press F12. Okay, so this icon, I'll use it so that I can go back. I'll use this option and I'll hover on my data, means the object. I want to find the property. Once I'll click on it, it will take me there and I'll get a property ID is category div ID. I can take the .id property, .class ID, .value property. The properties, whichever you are getting it from here, you can take. Okay, so we'll get into it, which property to take out of these, and which property will be fixed, which property can change. Okay, we'll discuss those things. Okay, thanks Anuj. So like you can find the property of radio button also. So with the help of the developer toolbar, so you can see type is radio and the name, the value of that radio button is .name, screen columns, right? So that's what you can use the developer toolbar of any of the browser and you can go ahead and use it. Okay, so let's go back to the slide. So I told you for Safari also you will get the same option. So for Chrome you have a Chrome developer toolbar, for IE you have IE developer toolbar, for Firefox you will have a developer toolbar, but in Firefox we have an advanced version of developer toolbar which is widely used in the market and it is amazing. It's an amazing tool, and the best part is that whatever property you will take from Firefox will work for all. Whatever property you will take from Google Chrome will work for all the browsers because property is same for all. Okay, it's unique, and with that property you can run your script in any of the browsers. Okay, so what we'll be doing in coming session, we'll be taking help of Firebug. Okay, I'll tell you what Firebug is. It's an amazing tool, okay, which will actually help me in finding all the properties, and I can cross check my property also. Whatever property I have taken, I can cross check my property that whatever property I have taken will actually find the object or not through Firebug. Okay, so it's an amazing plugin provided by Firefox. Okay, with the help of that only I'll use it and find the property and test the same application in other browsers also. So that was about developer toolbar. So I've told you that how to find developer toolbar. For IE, you can go to tools, or you can click on developer toolbar or press F12. It will come for you. I showed you a demo for this, right, means once it will come, then you can use this cursor sign, click on it and take to the location like for which you want to find. Again, click on it. I'll take it to I am feeling lucky. It will take me to that location. I'll click on it. It will take me to Google. I'll click on it. It will take me to few footer links. Okay, so you can see it is actually taking me to that location. See, if I'll click here, it is moving. Okay. So this cursor will help me in reaching to that. In Firefox, again, you have an option, this cursor sign with a box. I can take to any location and click there. It will take me to that location. Same way for Chrome also. Okay. So what is Firebug? Okay. So yesterday only I installed Firebug from my system so that I can show you guys how to do it. So how to install Firebug in your system? I'll go to Tools, Add-ons, and in search all add-ons I'll type Firebug and I'll hit enter. I'll get the list of items. I want to install Firebug. You'll get the latest version from here. Okay, it's provided by Firefox only and it's a very good tool to find the property. So if you guys you can use any of the developer toolbar you want, but I'll suggest you to go with Firebug because it's a very good tool and will help you in finding the properties easily, and a very light plugin only for Firefox, not for other browsers. Okay. So I need to restart my browser, I think, because then only it will work. If it works, then also it's good. So I'll close it. So you can see the symbol has come here. Okay. So this time I'll close it, this browser, and I'll take my Firebug. I'll right click on the tabs and it has come inspect element with Firebug. So this is how it looks like, and in the coming sessions you will see how it is good for you. So in Firebug, I have a locator finder. I can find the objects with the help of this locator. Again, a rectangle sign with a cursor. I'll hover over the elements, it will take me to that location. I'll click on it, I'll hover over the elements, it will take me to that location. I'll hover on the elements, it will take me to this link. So you can see it is helping me in going to the location because my source code is huge. Okay, and I want to find a property, so I can use these developer toolbars and go ahead, and Firebug is the best. So Firebug is not a very different thing. It's again a web development tool which helps the development team in getting into the source code and get the property out of it. Okay, it's an open source plugin provided by Firefox. Okay, so how to install Firebug in Mozilla Firefox? I told you. For Chrome, it is I have shown. Like even for Chrome, the plugin has been provided by Firefox, so that also you can add it. But the developer toolbar, what you can see given by default, like given by Google, is also good. So there is no change in it. There is no advanced feature, so you can use the same. Okay. So I told you like you can go. Okay. Even this was for Firefox latest version. Okay. So here you can click on add-ons the way I told you for tools, and you can go to type Firebug and click on install. So how to use Firebug? Same way, press F12 or like any other developer toolbar, it will come. You can use these symbol locator to find an object. So first step is what? Click on it. Second step is what? Go to the location where you want to, of which you want to find the property. And third is what? It will take you to the source code of it. And from there you can get the property out from it. Okay. Then we saw Chrome developer toolbar. Right click on it. You will get an option inspect element. These are the steps that you can see if you are new to these developer toolbars. For each of the developer toolbar, I have put a step how you can do it. It's very easy to go. So you guys can go through it and just try it by yourself. Okay. So the code which I have pinged you, or the code that you will be getting up by tomorrow, try to take up the code and try to change the property with the help of the developer toolbar with the other properties that you can see there. Okay, and put it in your code and see how it is working. You saw, right? I changed the .id property to .name and it was working for me. So here is a very good example with Google. So I took the Google sign-in account. So email, you need to enter an email, password, and sign in. Okay. So I just took these snapshots from the source code. So for username, user ID, I can see an input HTML tag input, and I have a property, ID property, class property, name property, value property. Okay. So spell property is not required. Okay. So in the coming slides, you will come to know what properties you have to go with, and if those properties are not given, then how should you go further? How should you do it if the list of properties which you are all actually expecting to be unique, because whatever property you will take, that should be unique. Okay. It shouldn't be like I'll take size property, size of the box is 10. If the developer will resize this window, your property will fail. Okay. So you need to take a property which is meaningful and good. Okay. So the property will never change for your application. It is always fixed. Don't worry that the property will keep on changing. It will never change, but it will change. Then you need to go with the other way to go around. That is an XPath, but it's not a good way to go with. Okay. But if you get into the XPath, there are many things to explore it also. Okay, so we'll be discussing that also in the coming session. Is placeholder a good property? Sorry, Shovan, I didn't saw for which where you were exactly asking. Is placeholder a good property? By the time Shovan pings, we'll see the other things. Okay, on slide 36. Okay, slide. I'm on 36 only. Placeholder. Okay. 1 second. That one you were saying. Okay, placeholder equal to email. No, placeholder is not a good property. Hardly you will see in any of the application a property called placeholder. Okay, but you can use it in Selenium. Okay. So in 99.9% application, I should say 99.999 applications, you will see .id, .name, .text, .value, .href, .src. So in coming slides, you will see those properties. Placeholder is not a good property. I won't say that you cannot use it. You can use it, but Selenium doesn't support it. But there is an alternative way to do it, like the XPath, that you can use it, and then you can go ahead and do it. So once we'll get into the coding part, we'll see what all the things Selenium supports. Okay, so let me complete this things quickly. So locator techniques I told you. So these are the only properties that you have to interact with. Other than this, if you find any other property, you have to go with XPath. Okay, so ID is what I told you, like it's a kind of a property, unique property, which makes an element which differentiates it from other elements. Okay, so it will be a unique property that you can get it from the application. Okay, so how it will look like, you can see if I'll right click here, let me check with this text box, or I'll click on it. So you can see I have a ID property. Okay, so this is one of the property that you can use it. Okay, so ID equal to ID of the element. So ID of the element is what? Title. So like this way you can take the other object web elements and check the property. Then I showed you, right, user login. So the screenshots will help you in understanding what exactly the .id property is. Okay, same way you can go with .name. It is also a unique property which is widely used by all the applications. You can check your when you will go to your office, check your any web application, your client's application, and check the property, is it .id or .name. Definitely you will get it for most of the properties. Okay, and how to find it? Just take any of the developer toolbar, take the locator symbol, or just right click on it and find the property. Okay, link text. Link text is what? If I'll here in this slide application, I have a link text also. Okay, so you can see edit is a link. Okay, so if I'll right click on it and I'll say inspect element. So link text, how I'll come to know when I have to use link text? Right here you cannot find any property .name or .id. Okay, because it is a link. Okay, so I'll take the edit name. So it is a link and a text. So I'll say in my code that I'll copy this data. So when I clicked on post, I can put it here. I'll copy it here. I'll say link is saying, right, link equal to link text. So link text is what? Link equal to edit. Okay, click on link text. It will just go and click on link text. Okay, so you saw, right, link equal to link text. So wherever you find any data, any text with a link, you can just take the text of it and say link equal to that ID. So here you can see link equal to lost your password. So in Gmail you can see just below you will get a link called link your password. So you can take that data and put it there, so that will work for you. Okay, that's called link text. Okay, so that's all for today, friends. So we'll continue from tomorrow what is CSS selector and all. So but before that, that is just an advanced version, because CSS it's just an advanced version. People generally don't go with CSS, but I just want to cover it because that's part of our course module, so that you will be knowing the advanced version of Selenium also. And then we'll see a document object model. It's an old way to find a property. So I'm not very much interested in getting more into it because it's a JavaScript that you have to do and it is hardly used in the industries. Okay, so but then too I'll go through the slides and tell you how to use it and how you can, at least you should have a knowledge if it comes to you. It shouldn't be like you don't know, but you should be knowing, and then we'll go with the XPath. Okay, so CSS and DOM will start tomorrow, and then we'll done with the locator techniques. So once we are done with the locator techniques, we'll be Selenium WebDriver will be very easy to go ahead because we know how to find a property. We just have to get into the coding part of it, and theoretical wise we are very good to go because most of the things we have already covered, but then too we'll go through all the slides and understand the architecture of it. Okay,